Everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Today is Anything Can Happen Day on the channel. I do that every Thursday, and stuff happens, usually. Today we are doing what is something very new that I've never participated in before, and that I've kind of had a lot of curiosity about ever since someone told me about it. Brent at MAC Waxx Stacks is, I believe, the inventor of this game. It's a pack pickup game, and Brent kind of seems to have created this very cool idea that I really like a lot and I'm very interested in, and he was kind enough to send me some packs so that I can participate in a pack pickup game against him. So this is different than a pack battle, which I do with Average Joe every Wednesday and is awesome. This is a pack pickup game, which is also going to be awesome. And I've never done it before, so that's even more exciting. And chances are you've never seen one before. So this is, if you saw, I got a rack package from Brent just about a month or maybe 2 months ago. And in it was this melange of packs in this envelope. And in the envelope, he kind of spells out the rules of how this works, and I will go over them with you. You open the designated packs, you choose a roster from the cards pulled, and the roster consists of 2 outfielders, 2 infielders, that may include the catcher, and 2 pitchers, one as a starter and one to come in as a reliever, but it could be a pitcher that is normally a starter. And then the rest of your hypothetical team will be filled with generic baseball guy, who is a consummate pro and can play all positions equally, but average. So we don't pick that guy. That's just kind of a theoretical player, I guess. And then you get to name your team, and of course you get to have fun. And much as in the pack battle, you guys get to choose who the winner is. You check out my video and you check out Brent's video, and you see which one of us ended up with the best lineup of 2 outfielders, 2 infielders, 2 pitchers, and then I guess Jose Oquendo would be your generic baseball guy, as he played all positions and was pretty fair, average, I would say, and maybe above average at times. So he would fill in the rest of the positions. I'm hoping that I pull a Jose Oquendo card. I feel like that would give me an automatic win if I actually pull a Jose Oquendo card, though Brent has said nothing about him. I'm just kind of creating my own rule about that. If you pull Jose Oquendo, you automatically win. That's my personal rule. That's not affiliated with Brent or MAC Waxx Stacks and is not endorsed by them or their channel. That's just what Card Wolf thinks. And what Card Wolf thinks is usually, not something that anybody pays attention to. So let's go on and see what packs we get to open. I think there are 2 sets of packs. Yeah, here's round 1. So we will be opening these packs today, and then there's a round 2, and we'll open those the next time that we play this game. I'm going to put those over there. And I don't know what actual packs we're going to open, and Brent and I decided that we would each add a mystery pack from our own collections to this, and I've got my mystery pack picked out, which I'll show you in a minute. So that adds even more intrigue and mystery to today's proceedings, because if there's one thing I like, it's intrigue and mystery, and so we're going to get more of that. All right, so these are the 3 packs that Brent sent me very generously and that he will also be opening, and then there will be a 4th pack that he will add that is a complete mystery and will be different, likely, from the 4th pack that I add. So the first one that we'll open today, or one of the packs that we'll open today, I don't know if I'll open this first or not, is 1989 baseball stickers. And this is, if I'm remembering this product correctly, I've never opened it on the channel, but I opened it plenty when it came out back in 1989. I believe you get a sticker on the front and then a different player on the back. So even though there are only, how many stickers are in here? It's 5. You should get, or I should get, 10 players to choose from to create my lineup. 1989, it is possible that Jose Oquendo is in this. I'm not certain about that. He wasn't exactly a superstar, so I don't know if he'll be in that or not, but that's pretty awesome. And check this out. Brent included a Fleer Flair pack from 1994. These are sweet. I like Fleer Flair a lot. You can look for inserts, including Wave of the Future, Outfield Power, and Hot Numbers. That's right, ladies. There could be a hot number in here for you. Those are the inserts we could find, and they appear in a range of odds. So we will look for that. That's a really nice pack, actually. Excited to get into that. And then we got 1991 Fleer Ultra Baseball, and I'm almost certain Jose Oquendo is in that set. 14 cards in here, so that's pretty sweet. It's a lot of players to choose from, so that's awesome. So we'll be opening those plus the mystery pack, and I kind of went back and forth about what I wanted to do. I could have picked one of those sort of Sports Illustrated type packs that have nothing but Hall of Famers in them, but I felt like that would be wrong and that would be cheating. So instead I picked a normal pack that would give me a pretty good chance, and my mystery pack is going to be 1991 Upper Deck Baseball. And I'll tell you the reason that I chose this. You get 15 cards in here, so that's a lot of other players that you'll get out of here, or that I'll get out of here. There's also a possibility that I could get a Hank Aaron autographed card out of here as well, and that would be awesome because he'd immediately go into my lineup. They also did Hank Aaron inserts, so I could always get one of those. And this is the high series. Being especially tricky about this, this is the high series of 1991 Upper Deck, so it has all 800 cards in there, and there are a ton of Hall of Famers in that set. And Hank Aaron, of course, has an insert series. There are 2,500 of those cards that were autographed by Hammer and Hank himself, so we're looking for one of those, add some extra excitement to this. And Jose Oquendo is in this set. I'm certain of it because I have the card from 1991 Upper Deck of him. And that's why I'm pretty sure he's in this set as well. And I don't know if he's in Fleer Flair. I don't think he made the cut for Fleer Flair, if I'm remembering right. I think that's a pretty small set, so I don't think he's in there. But again, for me personally, Jose Oquendo is an auto win. So if I pull him, the game's over. Brent, you have no chance of winning. That's my personal rule. Brent doesn't follow that, and probably nobody else will, but that's how I feel about it. So let's get into this. I'm going to open this sticker pack first because I haven't opened one of these probably since 1989, and I'm pretty excited about it. So again, you're going to watch what I get, and then you're going to go over to watch what Brent gets. I'll put his channel info in the descriptive box below, so it'll be very easy for you to go over there and check that out. Brent's a super nice guy. He's been a long-time supporter and viewer of this channel, and I was trying to convince him for quite a long time to start his own channel, and finally he did just a couple of months ago, and so that's awesome. So we start off with a pitcher, and I'm going to sort these cards into positions or into categories so that at the end I can choose who the two best ones are. David Cone is a pitcher, and he was a good pitcher actually, but the sticker is of Barry Bonds, so that's pretty sweet as well. I think that's Barry Bonds. Or is that Bonilla? I'm actually not sure which pirate that is. I think it's Bonds. I'm going to say it's Barry Bonds, and if I'm wrong, they should put the name on here. I mean, come on, Topps. 1989, you should know how to make cards by then. Vance Law is our next card. Bring these up to the camera so you can actually see them. It's like I've never done a video before. Vance Law and Darryl Strawberry on the back. I think he's probably the better of those two players. Joe Carter, that's a pretty good player. Going to be hard to top that. We got two players on this side. Again, no names there. I think that is Carlton Fisk, though, so that's probably the best player on that card, and he goes in the infielder or catcher category. Another Darryl Strawberry hot pack. And then on this side, that looks like, is that Biggio? I think that's Craig Biggio. That's pretty great to see that. And that looks like Cal there. So that's pretty awesome. How about that, you guys? That's, I don't know, two great infielders. I'm going to put that there. And then Raffy, still when he was back with the Cubs before he went to the Orioles or any of the other teams. And then on the front, we have two players that are utterly unrecognizable to me. Maybe you'll know who they are, but I'm going to leave Raffy as the player of choice there, and he will go in the outfield category. Check out that Pirates card again. He's making such a weird face, it's hard for me to tell if that's Bonds or Bonilla. I think it's Bonilla, actually, the more I look at it. But he's making a weird face, so I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what we got out of that pack. Not bad. Let's go with this Fleer Ultra 1991 pack. Our first chance at getting a Jose Oquendo, which will automatically win the game, in my opinion. That's just me, though. That's just how I feel about it, because I like Jose Oquendo. And the reason I like him so much is not just because he played all 9 positions during his career in the majors, but also because he collects tiny telephones. A weird thing to collect, but awesome. I like any kind of weird collection, because I collect a lot of weird stuff myself, any kind of weird collection, I'm automatically on that person's side. So always like to get Jose Oquendo cards. We'll see if we get one. The Reds are our sticker. That has nothing to do. I guess I could name the team the Reds, but I'm not going to do that. If it's a good team, I think I've got a good name picked out for it. And if it's a bad team and I just don't get anything good, which seems unlikely, I'll just call it the Doors. Sammy Sosa starts off this pack. That's a pretty good one there, certainly. Put him in the outfield category. Lonnie Smith for the Braves goes in the infield. Sandy Alomar also goes there. Derek May is outfielder. Craig Worthington is ostensibly an Orioles third baseman. Eric Davis, there's a good one for the outfield. Greg Harris, we finally get a pitcher. Put that over there. Jay Howell as well. Donnie Hill is an infielder. Robin Ventura, good player there. Tom Cambiotti, another pitcher. Greg Brock, infielder. Jack Howell, infielder, and Kevin Appier from the Royals goes in the pitcher category. So some pretty good cards there. I think if there's one thing to be taken away from this, we got to get 2 outfielders, 2 infielders, and 2 pitchers. Our pitching selection thus far is not great. We may have to pilfer that David Cone card out of here, actually, and that way it won't matter who that actually is on there. I'm going to put David Cone in that pitching category because he is certainly the best one we've pulled so far. So let's get to this Fleer Flare pack. I'm pretty excited about this. I may need to get Mr. Kershaw out in order to break into this because this is a very unusual sort of design. It's wrapped in cello and then it comes apart sort of like an old matchbook or match case, as it were. As always, practice good knife safety. Keep those blades out of the reach of small children and anyone on the Cincinnati Reds. Let's see if we can get into this. While I'm trying to claw my way into this Flair pack, you could hit the like button. That would be awesome. Hitting the like button is a very small, tiny, time-consuming thing that takes almost no time at all, but it helps the channel quite a bit. And I certainly appreciate it, so thank you for doing that today. And that's how you get into these flare packs, and you can see there's the back, and you withdraw it. I guess it's more like a cigarette box, actually, which is really not. I mean, this is pretty cool packaging. I can't complain about it, but it's not a comparison I like to make. I'm going to put that very nice packaging over there. And then we got more cello, and I see Kirby Puckett right on the front. He is 100% going to be on my pack pickup game team. And I like him so much, we may just call the team the Pucketts or something like that. We'll see about that. Not Gary Puckett, though. That's completely different. We're not going to have any association with the Union Gap or any other gaps, but Kirby Puckett. That's a beautiful card. Delighted to have pulled that one, actually. I'm not entirely sure I have that in my Puckett binder, so that's a Wolf Lair card. But for now, it will go into the outfield stack. We got some Hall of Famers in the outfield. This is going to be a good outfield for sure. Sean Barry of the Expos, who I think is an infielder, if I remember correctly. Pedro Astacio from the Dodgers. Andahar Cedeno, another infielder there. John Franco, that's a pretty good pitcher there for the Mets. Of course, we get a checklist card because we haven't gotten one of those today, so that's useless to us. Mark Dewey, who is also ostensibly a pitcher. Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Fame pitcher, and one of the best relievers ever, so I think he's certainly going to be our relief pitcher. That's awesome. Brian Hickerson, who I do not remember, and he looks somewhat ill as he's about to throw. It looks like he has the gout or something. I don't think I'd want him on my team. Not that the gout is contagious, but the sort of lifestyle that contributes to the gout might be contagious. I see him sitting around eating a lot of like sides of pork and big smoked turkey legs and things like that, and just washing it down with a vat of butter. That's not something I want on my team. I don't want that kind of environment in my dugout. So you're definitely not on my team, buddy. No way. You've got some issues there with nutrition. Milt Thompson finishes things off here for the Phillies. I believe he was an outfielder. I can't remember, but I believe he was an outfielder, maybe a first baseman. I don't remember. I'm going to put him in the outfield anyway. I doubt that old Milt is going to end up on my team. So that improved our pitching prospects a little bit there. We got Trevor Hoffman is almost certainly going to be our reliever. And so far, our starter is probably going to be David Cone or John Franco, 2 Mets players, weirdly enough. I'm not a huge Mets fan. Not that I dislike them in the way that I dislike some teams, but I just don't care for them. I'm apathetic about them is what I'm trying to say here. So I'll put Cone and Franco on the top for the time being. And Trevor Hoffman definitely is, unless we pull like, a Raleigh Fingers tribute card or something. I don't know who else I would choose as a reliever. So then we get into my mystery pack, which is the 1991 high series of Upper Deck Baseball, and hoping to pull a Hank Aaron from here. Not that I need, better outfielders. I think I've gotten some really good ones. I could use some better infielders, though. I think there's a Cal in there, so that'll go in probably. So let's see how we do here. Hope to pull, of course, the big thing we're hoping to pull is a Hank Aaron autographed card, but those are extremely tough to get. I've never pulled any of the autograph cards from an Upper Deck or Score product. All the many years they put autographs in those packs, and the many, many packs of them I opened back in the day, and now I've never pulled one. So maybe today is the day. Don Paul starts things off here to add to our very mediocre pitching rotation. Don Paul goes there. Of course, this is Upper Deck, so these are going to be reversed and upside down and all of that. We are looking for Jose Oquendo, which is an auto win. Let's just be clear about that. Junior Felix, infielder. Mark Eichhorn, who looks as though he's about to fall from that pitching motion. You think you'd clean up that a little bit, Mark. That's a really sloppy pitching motion. Then we got Chris Hammond, another pitcher there. He looks very stressed. He's biting his lower lip. He looks very concerned. Maybe he's pitching to a big home run hitter or something like that. I don't know. We got Oddibe McDowell, who's just sitting in the dugout blowing bubbles. I don't know about that. I think Oddibe was an outfielder. Yeah, that goes in the outfield one, which is over here. Learn my stacks. Jack Morris, Hall of Fame pitcher there, looking pretty debonair in that photo, I would say. That's a pretty good prospect for me to be my starter. Nothing wrong with a Hall of Famer as your starter. Rob Murphy and Jose Lind, a journeyman infielder there, Pirates. And then we got Junior Felix again. Is that our second Junior Felix? It is. We are once again cursed or blessed, depending upon how you perceive it, with getting duplicate cards in packs. I thought we were done with that, but we are back at it. I could therefore have, and I may do this just to be spiteful, I may have a double Junior Felix infield, because you have to pick two infielders. I could do it all Junior Felix now. That would be unprecedented, I think, in the very, very short history of the pack pickup game, but it would be awesome. Junior Felix and his clone, Junior Felix Jr. Yeah, I went there. Okay, let's get back to this pack. We got Dave Magadan there, who I believe was also an infielder for the Mets. Let's get that in focus. There we are. Dave Madigan. I'm going to double check that he was an infielder. Yeah, first baseman. Yankees sticker there. That goes along to the Reds area. You got a lot of stickers there. Charlie Huff. Man, I thought that Trevor Hoffman was going to be my reliever, but now Charlie Huff, the relief pitcher there, who was in the major leagues for about 56 years. In this picture, he looks to be about 75 or so. So he was getting a little towards the end of his career. He pitched into his 80s. So there's Charlie Huff, who, he never got out of the majors. He just stayed there. He may still be playing in the majors, actually. I'm not sure that he isn't on somebody's roster right now. Charlie Huff, definite candidate for relief pitcher. Well, that's quite a side eye there from Jack Morris, who, what is going on here? Didn't we just get a Jack Morris card? What is happening with this pack? This pack is bizarre. I could have Jack Morris be both of my pitchers now, the Tigers Jack Morris and the Twins Jack Morris. That would be sweet. That may happen. I've done stranger things. I think we can all agree to that. Here is a Yankee. Is that, I'm going to bring it closer to the camera. You guys can play at home. Is that Bernie Williams? I'm not sure who that Yankee is. Who is it? It is Roberto Kelly. Would not have guessed that, but yeah, that does kind of look like Roberto Kelly. Give you that. He was an infielder. And we got Vance Law, who is just kind of, he looks out of sorts there, hanging out on the infield for the A's. He doesn't really seem to know where he is. He's confused. Anyway, he was an infielder. Dave Stewart, great pitcher. That's another nice one there. That's a potential starting one, though he's not pitching there. He's just kind of goofing around with the press pool with their cameras. I don't know who would let Dave Stewart get near their camera, but somebody did. That's a huge, expensive camera he's holding there. Don't drop that, Dave. A little bit nervous. So there you go. And now I have to make my best or worst, depending upon how I feel about it, my best lineup here out of these. Let's start with the outfield. We got some definite Hall of Famers there. Puckett is certainly in my outfield. Then we got Eric Davis. That's a pretty good one. Sosa, Palmeiro, and Strawberry. I don't know about those guys. Palmeiro and Strawberry. Yeah, I like Darryl Strawberry, but not that much. So our outfield is Puckett and either Sosa or Davis. I'm not really a big Sosa fan just because of the PED stuff, so I'm going to put Eric Davis in there. Sosa has been banned from my league in the pack pickup game. No Sosa or no PED people, so that means even if that was Barry Bonds, he would be out if that card was Barry Bonds, which I feel embarrassed that I can't recognize them. But all right, so we got infielders here, and we got a lot of choices here. We could just go with this one card for both infielders there, in my opinion. That would be pretty awesome. So that's a possibility. We got Carlton Fisk. That's pretty sweet. We got some other ones came up here. We got the double Junior Felix. That is a possibility. I'm very seriously thinking about it. Andahar Cedeno, good guy, but not, I think, good enough to make my lineup. Ventura, also a good player there. And I think that's really, we could do the Donnie and Lonnie. Lonnie Smith, Donnie Hill, Lonnie and Donnie. That would be pretty sweet. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. Let me see what else I've got here. So here are my choices. Just go with this one card for Biggio and Ripken, Carlton Fisk, or the Junior infield. I don't know. That's tempting. I think I'm just going to go with the one card, Biggio and Ripken. Hard to beat that. And then for my pitchers, man, it's tough to resist the double Jack Morris, I got to tell you. Dave Stewart also very good. Charlie Huff, man, got some difficult choices here, I think. And then Trevor Hoffman, of course, the Hall of Fame relief pitcher, who is one of the best that ever played. So this is very tough. I can only pick two. I feel like we're going to have to expand. I'm going to suggest this to Brent when I email him after this episode and thank him for setting this whole thing up. Again, check out Brent's channel. It's linked in the descriptive box below. It's called MAC Waxx Stacks, and he's going to do the same thing that I'm doing, probably much better than I'm doing it, but that's what he's going to do. I don't know, double Jack Morris, Hall of Famer, hard not to do that. I think I'm going to eliminate Dave Stewart, and as much as Charlie Huff is enticing me, I'm going to eliminate him, so it's either going to be, and definitely eliminated that guy who's got the gout. Let's see, we got Jack Morris, or add Trevor Hoffman to the mix. I'm going to go with double Jack Morris and do it that way. Why not? Trevor Hoffman, obviously, is a consummate Hall of Famer and one of the best relief pitchers ever, but I'm contrary like that. So here's my lineup: Eric Davis, Kirby Puckett, Biggio and Ripken, and double Jack Morris from two different teams. So I think that's totally legit. Jack Morris and Jack Morris will be my pitching staff. It's pretty awesome. So there you go. That's my lineup. Check out Brent's lineup over at his channel. Tell us which one you think is best in the comments, and that person will win this inaugural game of the pack pickup that I am playing. I think Brent's played it several times, but it's the first time I'm playing it, and it was a whole lot of fun. And I think we need to broaden it to include more players next time. I think 2 infielders and 2 outfielders isn't enough. We should have 3 outfielders and 4 infielders. Let's make this a real lineup of 9 or 10 players, in my opinion. That was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too, and thank you so much for coming out to the channel today. I'll be back tomorrow with Dorking with Dice, and I'll see if I can get the POM to help me out with that. Thank you again. This was a wonderful thing to do, Brent. I really appreciate it, and thank all of you for showing up for it. And I look very forward to seeing what you think of this lineup in the comments below. Don't know what I'm even doing here. I will see you back here tomorrow for Dorking with Dice. As always, happy collecting.